I've recently shown my made-to-measurement custom RST airbag suit on my social media on Instagram and TikTok, and it does seem that people are very interested in the whole process, as well as a little bit of explanation how the airbag works. So I just thought I'd make this quick video. So I will first talk through the process of getting this suit, then we will talk about the airbag a little bit, and then at the end I will just put the suit on just so you can see how it actually looks.
Haven't you heard? I'm the crazy bitch around here.
So you can't really, so basically the first step you have to do is you have to email the RST racing department and you have to book an appointment. You can't just walk in there. The headquarters is in Midlands, so it's just north of Nottingham. And because I'm based in Essex, I had to go the night before, get myself a hotel, but there is plenty of nice hotels and plenty of like quite cheap Airbnbs if you're out of season, so that shouldn't be a problem. And then yeah, you just go into the headquarters. I did make a small video before, just like sped up just to show how the day looked, so I will play this out for you right now. So as you see, I went in there with my base layer and the board, signing on the screen, and then someone came and collected me. Then you are being told that you can't really film through the showroom because obviously there are unreleased suits yet. So you get onto this fitting room. It takes about an hour to take all the measurements. They basically put you in the best fitting size and then adjust everything, and then you have 2 hours included to just crack this design with a designer in their office. And then it took about 2 months of the production time, but obviously it's all worth it because the suit is just amazing, which you will see at the end of this video. But yeah, it's a very good idea to send some inspirations and some, like, if you have your own logo, your own name, font, colors, whatever else. I spent some time on TikTok and Instagram, a little bit on Pinterest, looking for different inspirations, for different patterns. But if you don't have an idea, that's cool as well. You will see on this suit there is a honeycomb pattern, and so basically once you're there is plenty of like leather cuts with different patterns, so there is plenty to choose from. So even if you don't have an idea, don't have your brand, don't have your colors or logo or whatever else, you can still go and just like get the inspiration there, talk to the designer. They're very talented, very creative. I use the whole 2 hours because I just like to have everything like just absolutely perfect. I'm quite creative, so yeah, so the whole day, the whole experience was really, really nice. Everyone I came across was really nice. I was offered water, coffee. So yeah, so this is basically how everything looks, and then obviously it takes into production, takes a little bit of time. As for the price, because I know this always will be the question, the best way to get the right price is to just email the race department and just ask them for the current price. My suit is a top end, high end, basically it's kangaroo leather with the like with my own designs, and the airbag obviously as well, which is built in. And I believe, and then don't hold me accountable for this, but I believe it's £2,000 at the moment. But there are options to bring it down a little bit, so you can I believe you can have a cow leather, you may skip the airbag, but this video will be focusing about the airbag and the benefits of it. So yeah, so this is basically how the day looked. Pretty easy to me personally, absolutely worth it, because you know, the only thing is that I probably wouldn't be able to resell it because obviously it's got my name and my logo, which I'll actually show you now. So the back is got my branding, so I probably can't resell the suit. But yeah, I think is a massive investment to me personally. Now, some benefits about the airbag itself. So this suit is called V4.2, which I thought may be a little bit different or updated from V4.1, but actually after checking with them, with RST team, is basically the same. The only difference is like it's their internal marking for just to mark that the suit's been made custom. Now, everything I will say in this video like you have to remember that I'm not a professional, so anything I'm saying here is based on my own research. So if I say anything incorrectly, please do tell me in the comments. I would love to be told if I'm giving wrong information, but I've done an extensive research, so hopefully everything I say is correct. Let's get to the airbag. So I will show you how it looks inside the suit. So you have the red lining, and then the back has the airbag bags, which you see the white pattern inside. The front's got it as well. It runs pretty low, okay? And to open it up, it's very easy to access for the canister. So you just unzip the layer. You can open that up, and there is a back protector where the whole computer for the airbag system goes. We will unpack this shortly, and we will subscribe, and we'll talk about the whole computer and the brain. Then there is another zip that goes around the back protector, and there is a canister, which I hope you can see. So it's a very, very easy access. If you ever have to change the canister, hopefully that will never happen, but this is what this is how it looks, how to access it. Now a little bit more in detail about the airbag itself. So RST, they outsourced the whole technology from a French company. Hello dog. From a French company called In&motion. The reason for this was that basically to have all the data, all this library of data, it would take a long time for RST to build that data, versus that company has already done this. They keep updating the data. So you have, I believe at the moment, there are 3 modes for the airbag, which is road riding, track racing, and adventure. These modes are getting constantly updated to be better at detecting when the airbag has to deploy. The reason for different modes is that the power of braking on track can be comparable to a crash head-on on the street. That's why there are 2 different modes, well, 3 different modes really. The other big benefit is that obviously you have all the like airbag vests available on the market. However, RST went for the built-in option because that helps with the weight. When you don't have to have a vest and layers to support the airbag, this obviously reduces the weight a little bit. It may not make a major difference. However, if you're touring for 6-8 hours, obviously any weight on any additional weight on your body will make an effect. So big fan of this solution. And also obviously this is all like plastic. So when you have a vest and then a suit and a jacket, in my opinion, the ventilation is probably not that beneficial and not that amazing. Versus obviously when it's built in, it does really help with this like airflow in the suit. So I think the solution is amazing. Another benefit, if you RST fan like myself, they started putting airbags in even mesh jackets and textile jackets, obviously the racing suit as well. So you need one of this, and then that can be transferred between the garments, which I think is really, really handy. So basically you have one brain, one subscription, but you can use across everything that you have. The big one with this solution is obviously the subscription. People have very strong opinions on it. In my opinion, it's totally justified because you have a team which constantly works on this little computer, on this In&box, and collects all the data, updates all the data. Obviously, that team has to be paid for. In case something goes wrong with this, you can just send it back, and even before they receive, I think they even says on their website that they guarantee to send you back a next one, a new box. So for the sake of £12 a month, I genuinely think this is a good solution. This is a fair price. The benefit of this is as well, you can freeze your subscription. So if you cancel the subscription, they ask you for the box back. However, you can freeze the subscription, I believe, for 4 or 5 months in a year, and then your subscription drops from £12 to £4 a month. Within this subscription, you have one mode included. If you want to add another mode, this is another, I think, £8, but we'll get to this once we get once we start setting the thing up. Now let's get to unboxing and installing the In&box. So opening the box, this is what you get. This is the whole computer. This is the In&box that we put in the airbag. Really small, really light. I'm quite amazed by this actually. I will pop my screen recording here just so you can see how it looks, and we'll talk through it. So in the Apple Store, you're gonna search for my In&box. You're gonna get that installed. We need to obviously create an account. And then what you see on the website, there are two different options, is either Revolution or Classic. You can pay either annually or monthly. So Classic means that you need to buy a box as well, and then the Revolution is the box is already included, so it says rent, which is like basically leasing that technology, but that means the box already came in my search, so I don't have to get one. Okay, so let's go for monthly for £12, because as I said, I did want to freeze my subscription for winter when I'm not really gonna ride. And then you have one mode included, and to me the modes I'll be using is road mode and track mode. So I might just get road as the main one, because that's obviously going to be more riding, and then add on a track one, which appears to be £8 a month, but then you can cancel. And then this is what we have in the basket. So In&box Revolution with street mode plus additional mode, track mode. So here I'm gonna mark that I don't need the In&box because it was already supplied with the airbag. And then we're gonna go to the payment. We're gonna turn that on. So this is now on, and you have to scan the code which is on the airbag. And let me show you, this is just literally placed inside the suit on the lining, and then it's basically just searching for the computer, is detecting, retrieving information, pairing. So this is all quite simple and quite quick. I'm quite surprised by it. Installing the updates, so I believe you can connect this to your home Wi-Fi, and basically this will update automatically, but you might want to double check me on that. And the app is pretty clear. It shows you the inflator is not detected because obviously that's not connected to the suit. The battery level is 52 at the moment. So now all you have to do is literally just slide this in the right way, and this is now in. And if I keep it turned on, it not only shows me in green here that you can see the inflator all working and connected properly, it now also shows me in the app the inflator is fine, the battery is fine, and the airbag system is already inactive. And then it also shows you, obviously because I bought street and added on track mode as well, if I want to switch between in the app, is literally just at the top. It's so easy, but it does throw you a warning, a notification that you are switching between the modes, and they're obviously very different because a completely different G-forces, completely different lean angles. So the road one is much more sensitive versus the track one, which will allow for heavy braking, heavy accelerating, leaning very low as well. So just make sure you always have the right mode on. This is the installation. It's just literally this simple, but I will pop the suit on just so you can see how it actually looks in the real life. So bear with me 2 seconds. I thought I'd leave this for the comic effect, because I swear there is nothing funnier than watching people try to get into the new suits, especially those that are not broken into yet. So oh my god, oh, I swear. Okay, we're in. Absolutely beautiful quality, very detailed, but yeah, this is the front of the suit, then this is the back of the suit. So it's got my name and the logo. The suit's got plenty of stretch panels just to allow for this expansion. Something that really convinced me as well was the fact that the way it inflates, it also secures your neck. So this is a big one for me as well. So overall, as I said, I think it's incredible. I feel like badass and sexy at the same time. So if you were thinking yourself whether it's worth the investment, then me personally, I will tell you, yes, absolutely do it. Bye.